For much of the world, Japan is seen as a model of cultural and ethnic homogeneity. A single people, with a single history, on a single archipelago. But this is a modern myth, one that has come at a great cost. In the far northern island of Hokkaido, and in parts of Siberia, live the Ainu people. With their distinctive language, spiritual beliefs, and abundant facial and body hair, they have long been set apart. For over a century, they were classified as a primitive Caucasian race lost in Asia. But modern genetics has uncovered a far more profound and surprising truth. The Ainu are not outsiders. They are the deepest, most direct link to the very first humans to ever set foot in Japan. And their DNA holds the key to a lost prehistoric world. To understand their genetics, we must first understand their culture. The Ainu are a hunter-gatherer society with an animistic religion, believing that gods, or kamui, reside in every element of the natural world, from bears and owls to rivers and mountains. Their intricate wood carvings, textile patterns, and oral traditions are unique. However, centuries of forced assimilation, land seizure, and discriminatory policies by the Japanese state pushed their language and culture to the brink of extinction. For a long time, their origins were a subject of racist speculation, not scientific inquiry. They were studied as a curiosity, a dying race, their true history ignored. The genetic story of Japan begins not with one, but two ancient populations. The first were the Jomon people. Around 16,000 years ago, as the last ice age was ending, a group of hunter-gatherers arrived in Japan. They were not from one single migration, but likely came in multiple waves, possibly from both Siberia and Southeast Asia. They are named for the Jomon period, renowned for its intricate cord-patterned pottery, some of the oldest in the world. The Jomon were not just simple foragers. They established stable, semi-sedentary settlements, developed complex lacquerware, and had a rich spiritual life. For thousands of years, they were the sole inhabitants of the Japanese islands. Their genetic signature is distinct from all other East Asian populations, marking them as one of the most ancient and isolated branches of the human family tree in this part of the world. Then, around 2,300 years ago, a seismic shift occurred. A new population, the Yayoi, began arriving from the Korean peninsula. They were rice agriculturalists, and they brought with them metalworking and new social structures. The Yayoi were genetically distinct from the Jomon. Their arrival led to a dramatic demographic transformation. On the main Japanese island of Honshu, the two populations mixed. The modern Japanese people, or the Yamato, are primarily descended from this mixture, with a higher proportion of Yayoi ancestry. But in the north, on the island of Hokkaido, and in parts of Siberia, live the Ainu people. When geneticists sequenced Ainu DNA, they made a stunning discovery. The Ainu are the population with the highest proportion of Jomon ancestry in the world. They are not a lost Caucasian tribe. They are not primarily related to Europeans. Their unique physical characteristics are the legacy of their deep Jomon heritage. They are, genetically, the most direct living descendants of the very first humans to ever set foot in Japan. And their DNA holds the key to a lost prehistoric world. To understand their genetics, we must first understand their culture. The Ainu are a hunter-gatherer society with an animistic religion, believing that gods, or kamui, reside in every element of the natural world, from bears and owls to rivers and mountains. Their intricate wood carvings, textile patterns, and oral traditions are unique. However, centuries of forced assimilation, land seizure, and discriminatory policies by the Japanese state pushed their language and culture to the brink of extinction. For a long time, their origins were a subject of racist speculation, not scientific inquiry. They were studied as a curiosity, a dying race, their true history ignored. The Ainu story is also connected to a wider North Pacific world. Genetic studies show that the Ainu also have a minor but significant genetic component from the Okhotsk people, a maritime culture that flourished in Sakhalin and Hokkaido around 1500 years ago. Furthermore, they share genetic affinities with other indigenous groups of the Russian Far East, such as the Nikv and the Ulilta. This reveals that the Ainu were not a completely isolated people, but were part of a vibrant network of cultural and genetic exchange across the Sea of Okhotsk long before modern borders existed. The Ainu story is a powerful lesson in both human history and human rights. Their genetics reveal a narrative far older and more complex than the myth of a homogeneous Japan. They are the guardians of the Jomon legacy, a genetic repository of a way of life that dominated Japan for millennia. Recognizing their origins is not just a scientific exercise, it is an act of historical justice. It restores them to their rightful place as the first peoples of their land. The Ainu are not a mystery to be solved, but a people with a profound history whose survival and cultural revival is a testament to their resilience. Their DNA is a codex, and it tells a story that rewrites the history of Japan itself. If you were moved by the powerful story of the Ainu people, please subscribe to the Footcast. We are on a journey to 1,000 subscribers to bring you more untold stories from our shared human past. What other indigenous histories should we explore? The Sami of Scandinavia? The First Nations of the Americas? Let us know in the comments. Share this video to spread awareness. And as always, thank you for watching.